The storm has now arrived. Hey guys, I've got some really bad news to tell you. We didn't get the weather that we probably wanted over the last few days. Not a single strike. Been waiting for them all weekend and it just dodged our area. Most other places in the UK had them over the weekend and it's raining today. But there's some really good news to tell you. Well, yesterday, Saturday's warning video of the thundery weather still managed to exceed nearly 250 views, despite the majority was dislikes. That was only because the weather changed, so yeah, sorry about that, but that's not my fault. You can't predict the weather correctly sometimes, but there's also some fantastic news to tell you, and I think you may know, you might not. I have now achieved 100 storm rockers in my channel. As you don't know what that is, that's subscribers. I just call them storm rockers. Thank you so much. I've worked 3 years to achieve something for my channel, and I'm quite grateful for that. So thank you very much. And the rain's not going to dampen my spirits. So because of that, I'm going to make just some slight changes. I'm going to try and create, hopefully this week, I'm going to try and create a custom URL, which will have this channel link, which hopefully might have my nickname on it. I haven't figured out how to use it yet, so it might take me a couple of days. And what I might also do is I'll probably try and use some music once again. I used to use them for a time, then I just stopped using them. I think because now I've reached 100 subscriber mark, maybe it's fair, maybe the music should come back. But it's like add copyrighted free music, so you can use like some free music to stream or download, and you can use them for free for your videos. So that'll be great news to use. And I probably might some point this week, I might do a little celebration video of 100 subscribers. I'm not sure if I might do it yet or not, but I'll think about it. So, but today's weather vlogging episode, it's all about this Plymouth lightning. I think this is because it's been quite a shock for the UK, especially that Cornwall. Let's talk under shelter. My camera's going to get soaked. I've just reached 100 subscribers and I can't afford to have a broken camera with me. So the main topic of weather vlogging episode, I know none of you have commented me for this, but I think it needs to be something that needs to be talked about. So yes, I'm going to be talking about Plymouth lightning. Wondering, how can you get a lightning storm like this in the UK, where it's more typical in like more humid countries? Your answers will be coming right here. So just thought, you know what, I've got to discuss about this. So let's go to my room where it's a little less wet. Now, as we know, well, maybe not everyone knows, but a couple of days ago, Friday night, Saturday morning, 27th of May, Plymouth got hit by a direct and quite spectacular lightning storm. Now, there are tons of videos to view, so this is what's going to happen. I'm going to show your, I'm going to reveal your channel names, and at the end of this video, because I'm a kind person, I want you to subscribe to them as well as me. I've reached 100 subs, so maybe you should give them a chance as well, just to improve on their hard work. So I'm going to pick 3 videos. The first one, I'm going to pick, I'm sorry if I don't choose you, maybe you might not want to be chosen, but if I do apologise. But first one is called Amazing Sheet Lightning Thunderstorm over Crown Hill, Plymouth. Sorry, this needs to be Plymouth. So this was taken 27th May. So your channel's name is called, Classic Traction. So I'll try and get them to subscribe to you. And you've got, yeah, so I won't show all of it because it's quite a long video, because I want to show 2 others. So This is sheet lightning thunderstorm over Crown Hill, Plymouth. So not all of them may be shown, I'm afraid, but sorry for the lighting, but just focus on this one. And you can see that in the UK, that is, to get like lightning every second or every 2 seconds, that's quite incredible. I mean, because to get that you need like huge amounts of energy with a lot of moisture and the air masses and the pressure as well, which can create potentially some quite spectacular storms. So this was taken from different shots. Okay, great video by the way. I'm also going to put it in the description as well, so hopefully maybe I'll get some subs on there. Now the second video, Plymouth lightning storm we know of today's dates. This was taken from Paul Shelland, so fairly short video. We might be able to play all of it, less than 2 minutes, so let's take a look. So I'll play it and see. I've only just went through the thumbnails to be honest, so but I'm sure yours was pretty good. Ooh, nice. I just saw a little lightning bolt on the top. It's not the screen, sorry, the camera's a little bit blurry at times, so I'm trying to get it to focus. That is quite incredible. Absolutely amazing. Great video, man. Again, hopefully you can get some subs from this, even if you're interested. I don't know, I never really look at your channel, but fantastic video. Hope it goes well. The final video, which I'm going to choose. Alright, the third and final video. N4K Ari Asura. This was a very short video, but this I haven't viewed it, but I'm hoping it's good. It says, well, sorry, I won't be watching your earphones, so you have to listen carefully. But as said, this video mentions to have an incredibly close lightning strikes in Plymouth, England. So let's begin the video. I'm not surprised with a ton of lightning that can create some big thunderclaps. I know the camera didn't pick up the strike, but honestly, that is still a brilliant video, so don't blame yourself too much. So yeah, great video there. So there are hundreds of videos. Obviously, I can't view them all. So these are some great videos. I wish I was there, but you know, I didn't think Plymouth would usually get thunderstorms like these. So now I'm gonna look at something. Okay, so we're gonna find out a little bit of an answer about how did Plymouth get such a bad lightning storm. Well, because I know it's not very often known for quite big storms. So we're going to look at the Met Office video. Where's the mouse? So... I've spent my life doing... Who gives a shit about ads? Anyway, ads over now. Rant's over. Let's see the video.
Lightning is essentially a giant spark that occurs either within a cloud or between a cloud and the ground. The charge in lightning develops because of tiny collisions between ice particles within the cloud. This happens millions of times per second, and as these charged particles then spread apart within the cloud, larger regions of charge develop, and when this charge gets large enough, a lightning strike occurs. Lightning can either occur as cloud-to-ground lightning or cloud-to-cloud lightning, depending on whether the lightning connects to the ground or not. When the lightning connects to the ground, it starts off as what's called a stepped leader, which is a channel that grows in steps from the base of the cloud towards the ground. And as it steps towards the ground, when it finally connects, a full channel is created, and what's called the return stroke occurs, which is a lightning flash that you see. People refer to lightning flashes and lightning strikes, and they have their own defined meanings in terms of lightning terminology. A lightning flash is what you can see, but it might be made up of several lightning strokes, which are individual pulses of current separated out by hundredths of a second. A single lightning flash might be made up of a number of strokes or pulses of current. A lightning strike is essentially a cloud-to-ground lightning stroke where it strikes the ground, which is where the term comes from. Positive lightning occurs when the positively charged upper part of the cloud connects to the ground in a lightning strike, as opposed to the usual negatively charged part in the base of the cloud. When positive lightning strikes, it has to go around the negatively charged part of the bottom of the cloud, and so the lightning channel extends around the outside of the cloud. This kind of lightning strike is generally more powerful, and because it can strike away from the cloud, can lead to what's known as a bolt from the blue. Thunderstorms develop when the atmosphere is said to be unstable. That means that there's warm air underneath much colder air, and the warm air wants to rise up through the atmosphere in the same way that warm, moist air rises from a kettle when it's boiling. This generally occurs in the summer when there's lots of warm air around and plenty of heat and moisture, but less commonly it can occur in winter, and this does lead to what's known as thunder snow when thunderstorms occur when it's snowing. When lightning strikes, it sends out pulses of radio waves, and these can be used to detect lightning strokes. You can either use triangulation to work out the direction the lightning strike came from and locate lightning in that way, or you can use the arrival time of the radio wave at a number of very spread out stations and use a technique called multilateration. The Met Office ATDNet lightning detection network uses the latter case, where we have sensors dotted around Europe and use the arrival time differences between the radio waves arriving at each station to locate the lightning strike.
So, as we know, Plymouth's spectacular thunder and lightning storm Plymouth was something many had never witnessed before, and some predict will say it never will again. But what is the science behind why it happened? The day before was a warm and clear day, so without hints of storm in sight. So why did things change so dramatically in the early hours? Well, we know that what we just saw from this video is thunder and lightning are some of the most dramatic weather phenomena in the UK. So they are caused through the formation of cumulonimbus clouds and usually last no more than half an hour on average. A thunderstorm is a series of sudden electrical discharges resulting from atmospheric conditions. These discharges result in sudden flashes of light and trembling sound waves, commonly known as thunder and lightning. We know thunderstorms are associated with convective clouds and often accompanied by precipitation. So we know it develops when the atmosphere is unstable, which I know, which is when warm air exists underneath much colder air. As warm air rises, so it cools and condenses, forming small droplets of water. And if there's no instability in the air, the updraft of warm air is rapid, and water vapor will quickly form a cumulonimbus cloud. So typically, these cumulonimbus clouds can form in under an hour. As warm air continues to rise, the water droplets combine to create larger droplets which freeze to form ice crystals. As a result of circulating air in the clouds, water freezes onto the surface of the droplets or crystals. So eventually the droplets become too heavy to be supported by the updrafts of air, and they fall as rain or even hail. As hail moves or rain within the cloud, it picks up negative charge by rubbing against smaller positively charged ice crystals. A negative charge forms at the base of the cloud where the hail or rain collects, while the lighter ice crystals remain at the top of the cloud and then can create a positive charge. So the negative charge is attracted to the Earth's surface and other clouds and objects, and when the attraction becomes too strong, the positive and negative charges come together or discharge to balance the difference of them in a flash of lightning, sometimes known as lightning strike or a bolt. The rapid expansion and heating of air caused by lightning produces the accompanying loud clap of thunder. So thunderstorms are common occurrences on Earth. It is estimated that lightning strike hits somewhere on the Earth's surface approximately 44 times every second, a total of nearly 1.4 billion lightning strikes every year. So owing to the fact thunderstorms are created by intense heating of the Earth's surface, the most common areas of the globe where the air is hot and humid, land masses therefore experience more storms than the oceans, and they are more frequent in tropical areas than the higher latitudes. In the UK, thunderstorms are typically most common over the East Midlands and the South East. So some final facts about them. A bolt of lightning lasts on average for about 1/10,000th of a second, but can light a 100 watts light bulb for 3 months. So lightning travels through the air at around 270 miles per hour, that's about 75 miles every second. Lightning is hotter than the surface of the sun, reaching temperatures of around 30,000 Celsius, and it can also trigger asthma, believe it or not. And the island of Java is the most thundery place on Earth, with an average of 220 days of thunderstorms every year. So that's the end of this bit. So yes. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to give you my so that's it for this video. So for the rest of the week ahead, if you want me to do any more extreme UK weather events, comment below. I'm going to be putting them on 2 categories because they're both similar topics of weather vlogging and extreme UK weather events, so I think it's fair I can put them on both. If you want me to do any global weather forecasting for the week ahead, comment below. And which next episode do you want me to do for weather vlogging? I had to do this one because it had to be done. But any more, please comment below, guys. They're in the description below, and I'll see what I can do for you. And also, as well as subscribe to my channel, which I've now got 100 subs. I want to keep this growing. I want to keep, hopefully you can keep supporting it. So make sure you subscribe to these 3 channels. Be sure to subscribe to Classic Traction, Paul Shellen, and N4K Ari Asa. The descriptions are on there. Even if it's might not be much to do with the contents of the channel, do it anyway, just because I'm a kind person. Alright, thanks for watching. I can always mention about my future of my channel another time in another separate video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much once again for 100 subs. Really meant a lot to me. The storm is now out.